Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. I'm Glenda Calkins. Tonight it is One Sheet Wonder Night. We love One Sheet Wonder Night. And tonight I am going to show you 6 cards created from just one 12 by 12 sheet of the Forever Love Specialty Designer Series paper. This paper is gorgeous. It has gold foiling running through all 6 sheets. They're 2 sheets per pack, so you got 12 of this gorgeous gold foiling sheets. On the other side is another gorgeous print. It doesn't have the foiling, it's just your basic print, but the prints are beautiful. Let's change the camera and get started. Alright, so here is that gorgeous print. You see that gold foiling running through there. I love this one for I hand cut, or there's coordinating dies in the bundle that will coordinate to cut out some of those, not all those bouquets. And then the colors are the pretty peacock with the gold and then the moody mauve with the gold. And isn't that beautiful? Then on the other side is some more pretty prints. You got the petal pink, the moody mauve, the pretty peacock. Just love this pack. This pack is featured in my TheStampCamp at Home Card Club kit for this month. Club members receive a half, so a 6 by 12 of this whole pack. And they get a full spool of the gold Simply Elegant trim and a full pack of the, where did they go? They were right here. Petal pink and pretty peacock foiled gems. And then they get the card kit to create 8 cards. This month the cards are beautiful. There's 2 regular cards and 2 fun fold cards, so they're going to create 8 cards, 4 different designs, 2 of each design. If you would like to know more about my TheStampCamp at Home Card Club kit, click on show more under the video and I'll have a link to my blog post that tells you all about it. So let's get started. We're going to use this print right here tonight. The stamp set that coordinates with this gorgeous print is a bundle. It's called the Lifetime of Love bundle, and it has those dies in it to die cut some of the prints from the paper pack. You can also stamp the flower images. I did on Pretty Peacock with gold embossing powder and then use the dies to die cut them out. But it is a gorgeous set. It tends to be wedding, but it could be anniversary as well. Or I've put other sentiment stamp sets with it. I just love how the flowers stamp and emboss, and this paper print, gorgeous. Can't say enough about it. But let's get started. So we're going to take this print here, we're going to turn it and we're going to cut it at 5 1/4. Five and a quarter. We're going to set that piece aside for now. We're going to take these 2 and I'm going to cut them both at the same time. We need a piece that is 2 inches. One and 3/4 of an inch. 1 and 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to kind of set those aside. Then I need a piece that is 1 and 7/8. 1 and 7/8. 1 1/4. And then we have these 2 left over. So we are going to make 6 cards. The first 2 are going to be fun fold cards, and the last 2 are going to be using up these leftover strips. So I'm going to take this strip and I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. So we should have 3 of this strip at 4 inches. Okay, so these will be the last 2 cards. So I'll set them aside. We'll take those first ones that we cut. I have 2 2 inches and I have 2 that are 1 3/4 inch. So these, 1 card, 1 card. They're identical scoring. Everything is the same on them. Let's see. Gotta make sure I get my pieces right here. We're going to start out with a card base. It's thick, very vanilla. It is 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to score that at 2 inches, 3 1/8, 5 3/8, 6.5. And then we're going to do the same to this one. 2 inches, 3 1/8, 5 3/8, 6.5. All right, so we are going to start by folding back. Where's my bone folder? I'm going to need it because these are very... Did it fall on the floor? Do not see it. Where, oh where? I don't know, sometimes I just don't know where that stuff goes. I'll just have to use my fingernail. All right, so I'm making really good creases, but you can see how it's going to be a Z-fold on each end. So it is going to be like this. And when it gets mailed, it will be like this. That is just crazy. I just had it. I just had it. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. So there's our fold, right? 2 of them. You're going to start by putting your outside ones, and then we got 1 for the center. That looks like my center one. So far, so good. Now we're just going to attach those. I'm going to just kind of fan this out so I can get these attached. So we're going to do 6 cards, 4 fun fold, and then 2 with our leftover scraps. Because you can always do something with scraps. So it's going to fold like that. Does this fold have a name? I'm really not sure. I'm sure there is a name. you can come up with a name. So this is how it's going to go in your envelope. So to write, because it doesn't open up, on the other side is where you can stamp, put a sentiment. I don't know if I want to pop that up though, just because I think it might interfere. So I've already got some. And what I did was I took the Pretty Peacock paper, stamped the flower from the stamp set, and then heat embossed it with gold embossing powder, and then used the dies that coordinate to die cut them out. So for the front, so I put one on the back. You could put one in the top corner and then one in the bottom corner too. Either way works. So for the front, I have some gold that I die cut using the Thoughtful Expressions die cuts. I didn't use the bundle, I just used the die cuts. And then I have the Very Vanilla, and we're going to stamp on them. Now, I didn't use the stamp set from the bundle because I didn't, then I'm going to use it on the next card, but on this card I didn't want more wedding cards because I've been featuring this all month. So I'm going to switch it up here, and I have the Happy Birthday, and this is from the Bold, I believe it's the Bold Green, let's see, Bold Bouquet. Bold Bouquet. I like this script for this paper, for these dies. I thought it went really well. So I'm just going to stamp them. I'm going to make them both birthday cards. You can never have enough birthday cards. And that's the Pretty Peacock ink. Now I will tell you that the ink and the Pretty Peacock cardstock are available at this time. So if you don't have it, you're going to have to do a little bit of switching up with your cardstock. You could gold emboss on the Very Vanilla your sentiments. Okay, so those are done. We're just going to attach them here. So I only want to attach it right where it's going, not on the edge here. So I'm just going to put some dimensionals down the center, I think. And maybe I'll do a little bit off to the side. That should be good. So these cards will come together pretty quick and easy. These fun folds are really easy to do. I'd say the hardest part is just getting all your measurements down. I want to move that over just ever so slightly. All right. If you like it closer to the top, you can put it closer to the top. I kind of like it in the center, but maybe that's just me. Just like that. Then I took that stamp, embossed it on the Pretty Peacock cardstock, and we're going to just stick those across the bottom. I love that gold embossing. I think it just makes the whole card pop. And then I have the Gold Elegant Trim, Simply Elegant Trim. It comes silver and gold. I have the gold to bring out the gold. And I've already went ahead and tied mine. And you can fuss with them, trim them down. And then I have the gorgeous Pretty Peacock gems here. They're foiled gems. I got that gold sparkle in them. So pretty. So pretty. All right, so there's cards 1 and 2. Aren't they gorgeous? Love them. Okay, card number 3 and 4. Another fun fold. 5.5 by 8.5. We're going to score these at 2 1/8 and at 4 1/4. 2 1/8 and at 4 1/4. And then I need a piece of very vanilla. Let's see. I did not trim my cardstock that I needed. Grab. All right, so I need a piece of very vanilla that is 5.5. 5.5 by 1.5. I need 2 of those, one for each card. All right. There we go. So now we're going to fold this in half at that 4 1/4. And then we're going to fold the other back. So we're doing another like Z fold. Like so. So fold it in half. And then fold that back. And there we have another Z fold. Now you're going to take these two pieces and you're going to take the piece that I cut that was 1 1/4 by 4 1/4 and you're going to attach those. Like that, one for each card. Then you're going to take your pieces and we're going to put one, actually I got my fold going the wrong way. I want it to be like this. It's so the opposite kind of the Z fold. Because we're going to put those on the front like so. Whoops. All right, and then this one's going here. And we'll put these two on. I'm not really sure what this fold is called either. I'm a wealth of information tonight. I don't know. I'm not really sure. It's not. You're probably thinking, okay, it's like a easel, but it's not. It's kind of, I guess you'd call it a reverse bay window or a faux bay window because it pops in instead of going out. I'm not really sure. It's kind of like a bay window. It's important that you put dimensionals on this piece. And you can stagger them like I did. You can just do a straight line, I think would work too. They're going to go on the inside, right flush along the side and the bottom, top, bottom, side, because this is going to kind of almost like an easel. It's going to tuck behind there, like so. I'm going to do the same to the other one. So I'm going to attach it right to the side, bottom, top. It's going to attach just like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this die again from the Thoughtful Expressions die, and I have my vanilla ones. This time I'm going to be using the stamp set that coordinates with it. It is the Lifetime of Love stamp set, and I'm going to do both of these as a wedding. These are the stamps from that one I did a little crooked because I wasn't thinking about it when I stamped it. Yep, it's not going to work. So I'll grab me another one. That's what happens when I try to talk and stamp at the same time. Alright, so we're going to attach those to the gold. Alright. Now, do you see how this bends up right here? What we're going to do is we're going to take our liquid glue and we're just going to go right on that fold. Right on the fold. Just a nice bead. We don't want to go too far. And then we're going to come in and we're going to just stick that right there on that fold. And it's not attaching very well. But now that I see where it is, it will attach. Trust me. Just going to give it a second. While that one sits, I'll do this one. You just want to run a bead on that crease or on that scored line. Center your frame. Give it a push. So when you set it up, you can see how that will sit. Isn't that cool? I've done this kind of thing before, but I've used circles behind and glued them. But I did find if you do it right on that crease, it will do the same thing. I'm playing with it a little bit too much, but because it's got to get some time to adhere. But you get the idea on that. All right. So now to decorate these, again, I embossed with gold embossing powder the flower from the bundle. Put them on there. And then my gold bows. Whoops. We're going to put them right up here at the top. This one I pulled. Let's see if I can get that. There, and I'm going to trim this one up just a bit. trim this one like so. And then we'll come in with the gems again. You can use all the same size gems. You can switch them up and use, I'm getting kind of running out here of the smaller ones, so maybe I'll go all big ones. There we go. And you can put some more flowers on the inside if you like, but it is not necessary. But you can see how that goes. Just like that. Mail's flat, but folds and stays on the shelf like so. So it kind of pivots. So those are cards number 3 and 4, just a different fun fold. All right, and now we're going to use up our scraps that we had left over. So we have 3 scraps that were, I don't know, I don't know what the measurements are, 1.5 maybe by 4, and then we got these, they look like 1.5 by 4, I'm not really sure, by 5.25. So let's go with this one first. The card base is going to be the Pretty Peacock, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25. And then I thought it would be nice to have a little texture behind, so I took a piece of Very Vanilla and I used that cross hatch embossing folder. It's very hard to see, but that is an online exclusive embossing folder. There's 3 in a pack, and you can only get them online. You will not find them in any of the Stampin' Up! Publications. And then I'm just going to center them kind of like so. I'll use my liquid glue to attach them down. Because of it being embossed, I like to use the liquid glue. Sometimes tape just doesn't work so well with the textured backgrounds. That looks pretty good. Let's see if I need to trim up my, sometimes they run a little long. So then I'm going to attach that to my card front. For the inside, I'm going to just put a piece of Very Vanilla, and then I have some more of those flowers that I stamped and cut out. Just attach those. This is an easy card to create with paper scraps. Any kind that you have, that you just have strips, you can create quick and easy cards this way. Got my thing here, and this time I didn't want to waste that center part because it's good paper and it's going to be covered up anyway. So I kind of die cut that out. The other ones I didn't is because you might see that I die cut them out on those other ones, so I didn't on those. But for these, I sent a lot of thank you cards, so I'm gonna make these thank you cards, these last 2 paper strips. Oops, that's happy birthday. So I just have thanks, and I'm gonna stamp that. I gotta grab one more of those because I flubbed up that last one. Oh, I keep grabbing that birthday. Must be I need more birthday than I think I do. Because I keep grabbing the happy birthday sentiment. So this will be for the second card. So because I cut that center out, I want to go as close to the edge with my glue as possible. So that I don't get any on my... I probably will get a little on the table, but... Now you can pop it up or you can do it flat. I'm going to do it flat only because I'm going to pop up some flowers on the top. So I'm going to just stick that on there like so. Then I've already went ahead and stamped and die cut out these single flowers. And I'm going to take my bow and we'll just tuck that right up here. And then we'll come in with some of these gems. This one's a floater. Oh, maybe the adhesive is gone. You can put as many gems as you like. I usually will put an odd number. So there's those strips. Isn't that pretty? And then we have our final 3 strips. So again, my card base is the pretty peacock. It's just the other half. Here's my bone folder. How did that get there? That is just crazy. It's probably been there the whole time, and I don't know. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Okay, we're going to take these 3 strips, and we're going to attach those to this very vanilla piece. So I like to put my strips on, kind of get a feel of my spacing. That looks pretty good. And then I'll go ahead and attach them. That is crazy. I don't know where that bone folder came from because I swear it wasn't there before. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to go back later and watch this myself and see if it was laying there the whole time. If I could stamp and watch what you guys say at the same time, then I would probably see you saying, "It's right there, it's right there." Okay, so there's my strips. Pretty simple. Great way to use up those leftover strips. Put that on the front. Got my vanilla for the inside. I got little flower already for my inside there. Just got to glue this to my gold ring. And then we are almost done. 6 cards, 1 12 by 12 sheet. 4 fun folds, 2 using your strips up. We're going to put them, we're going to put that. Oh, so pretty. I'm going to put it directly down on my card front because I'm popping those flowers up. I don't think that you can create a card that isn't gorgeous with these dies, this paper. So pretty. So pretty. Put that there. My single flower is going to go up here. My gold bow is going to go over here. And then my gorgeous, pretty peacock foil gems. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So those are your 6 cards. You have the 2 with the strips, 2 paper strips. You have the two, I guess it would be like a bay window, like that. Cool. And then you have the two like this. I'm not sure what you'd call that. You could probably call that like a bay window too. I don't know. So those are the 6 One Sheet Wonder cards for tonight. Aren't they gorgeous? Love that paper with that gold foiling. If you need any of those supplies, click under the video. It will say show more. Click on that and it will bring you a link to all the supplies that I had. Click on any of those links and it will bring you to my online store. I do appreciate any and all orders. If you want to know more about my Stamp Camp at Home Card Club kit, you'll find that link below the video as well. That is it for tonight. If you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell in the upper right hand corner so you'll always know when I go live. That is it for tonight. Thanks for stopping by.